Hello, I'm Caroline Young, Content Editor at ESPC.
And I'm Maria Botha Lopez, Business Analyst at ESPC.
And in this podcast this month, we'll be discussing the latest house price report, what the market's looking like this year so far, and also the quarterly rental report. So, what have we seen in our latest house price report?
In the October house price report, we're seeing that the number of homes being sold is up by 15.2%, that the average selling price across East Central Scotland is up by 1.5%. We're seeing that homes are selling faster, and it's down to a median of 33 days. We're seeing that on average, sellers are achieving 0.4% over the home report valuation. And we've finally seen a year-on-year increase, however small, of new properties coming to market. And this is after several months of seeing less properties being put on the market when compared with the previous year.
And what about the year to date then? And how are we doing?
So up through the end of October, we've seen an increase of 13.1% in the number of homes being sold. And the average selling price, when we're looking at the full year to date, is up by 5.6%. And when we're comparing year on year, we've seen about 1% less properties coming to market.
And in terms of rentals, at the beginning of October, CityLets published its quarterly rental report. So what are some of the statistical nuggets you found?
Well, the quarterly rental report gives us average rents for postcode areas in and around Edinburgh, and it needs to have enough volume to make those averages meaningful. So what we can then do is look at our ESPC sales data to get the average selling prices in those postcode areas for the same prime time period. And then from that, we can determine which areas have the highest gross rental yields.
So in other words, how profitable a property could be in terms of rental income?
Yes. So the postcode areas with the highest average gross rental yields were all one-bedroom properties, and they were in EH5, EH16, and EH21.
The EH5 covers Granton and Trinity, EH16 covers Liverton, Cameron Toll, Craigmillar and Niddrie, and EH21 covers Musselburgh, Wallingford, Whitecraig and New Craig Hall. What were the average selling prices for one-bedroom properties in these areas?
In Trinity and Granton area, we're seeing one-bedroom properties selling for an average of £101,000. Those in Liverton and surroundings for about £108,000. And in Musselburgh and surroundings, they're selling for an average of just under £100,000.
So these point to potentially affordable and profitable properties for the buy-to-let market.
Yes, and in speaking with Orla Brogan, our ESPC lettings manager, she also emphasizes the value in looking at areas with both good yields and consistently high demand. And these are areas such as EH11 and EH6. And so those areas are
around Haymarket Station, Gorgie and Stenhouse, to Sighthill and the Calders, as well as Leith and Newhaven.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's this podcast for this month, and you can find out more information on espc.com.